All right. I think we're good to go. So we're just going to give people a few more minutes to join us. Thank you, Anthony, for being here and
Okay,
for presenting
sure
for us
thing.
about TechConnect and all
Sure.
technology related items. So we're going to let families join us both here on Zoom and on Facebook. So um, come when you're ready. We will also be recording this, so it'll stay on Facebook. And in about a week, we'll add it to our website, uab.edu/families with some additional captions. So sit back, relax. Just as a previous commercial, after this webinar, we also will be hosting the webinar by UAB's Recreation Center about fitness and wellness and everything that they have to offer students while they're on campus and visitors as well. So stay tuned. It'll happen at 12 right after this webinar. So without further ado, I think we have some families here. I see somebody joining us on Facebook. And just to let everybody know, if you have questions as we move along, please put them in the Q&A section and Anthony will get to them. If you have questions afterwards, you can also send them to families@uab.edu and we will channel those questions appropriately. So Anthony, thank you for being here with us today and it's all yours.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Depending on what time, where you might be. My name is Anthony. I'm assistant manager here at TechConnect, which is our on-campus computer store here at the university. We sell and service everything from MacBooks, Apple products, to Dell products, to Microsoft Surface products. We also sell iPads, watches, a ton of accessories. We also have a service department where we can do service and repairs on machines purchased from us and or machines that you may already personally own with a little service fee within them. As far as location, so if you're on campus, I'm literally going to show you where we are and show you the entire store. So this is our store. These are our line of Dell products that we have, along with several other accessories. These are our Apple products. That's one of our employees right there. That's Elise, and Joyce is right far over in the corner at our service desk, which is where we offer service and repair. And if you want to find us, we are right by the food court, as you can see, right out front on the first floor, room 135. And so this is our store. Again, show you one other thing. Sorry, I don't want to make you dizzy, but our accessory wall. So if you're in need of Apple products or different cables, pens for writing, anything of that nature, we do have them. And so again, as I stated, we're on campus. We're actually part of UAB Central IT. So we're not an outside source or outside company that came in and set up. So we know all things dealing with basically the IT here at UAB. We have another division that's called our Ask IT Help Desk. They're very intricate in dealing with things like Blazer ID, getting connected to Wi-Fi, and a major piece is software. So getting things like Microsoft products or Adobe, they're very intricate and able to assist with that. We here at the store, we deal with a lot of hardware related issues, obviously, hence the storefront. And so if there's everything that you need, we have different specials going on even right now. Our Dell products, they have $100 rebate going on those, and those prices can range anywhere from $7.99 and go on up. Dell products, just to mention, they've included with them also 3 years of an accidental damage and premium support and protection. So let's say you crack that screen. All you have to do is come and bring it to us. Don't need an appointment. We're on appointment based, and we'll take care of the legwork in getting that repaired for you. In the event that that does happen, we also can give you a loaner computer as long as we have them in stock. So that way, if it's extensive days of repair, you're actually still able to work and not without a computer. Our Dell Apple products right now, just yesterday, they launched the additional where you purchase say you purchase a MacBook and you actually get free AirPods. Say you purchase an iPad and you get a free pen. So that just happened yesterday for on-campus stores as far as Apple products. Otherwise, that's kind of what the story is. Like I said, we also have a service center. And yes, we do service on additional products if it is one that you have purchased from not from us, but another one that you have purchased from another location or anything of that nature. And so if there's any other questions or anything asking about, hey, could you look at my machine because it's running slow? We offer tune-up services. Um, we also offer where you can have it, say you want it to be reinstalled, maybe a virus got on it. We have different things of that nature that have different cost range. Again, most of that, if you purchased it from us, would be covered. There are a few things that may not be, but most would be in that sense and don't incur a additional fee. So that's a little bit about our store and physically where we are. I don't know if there were any questions or anything just yet.
Not yet. So far, we don't have any questions. Can you speak a little bit about the products that you will be having? I know that you all don't know the specific requirements. The requirements for each class are listed on the description of the class. But do you have the ability to provide those different required devices?
Sure. So, yeah, so our website, and I'm going to put that right here. It's in the chat. And so that's our main store website. When you go there, we have a column on it and it shows shop by major. And there you can see what are some recommendations based on your major, your school, like School of Nursing, School of Business, Dentistry School. And so those we have gone individually and spoken with different technicians there and asked, hey, what do you recommend? Are Windows products primary? Are Apple products okay? So we've gone to each individual school and verified what can be used. Also kind of verified internally what, does it need to be powerful machines, or your basic machines good, or does it need to be a power user? So I've also done that and verified from different schools what is okay and acceptable to use, and also kind of a good lay down foundation of what internally needs to be within machines. I will say this, Chromebooks, excuse me, are not a recommendation at all across any school. And not really probably in a lot of colleges or Chromebooks a recommendation. There's just certain limitations to them that don't allow you to be very useful for being on campus. So there's not school is going to recommend Chromebooks. So if you have Chromebook, unfortunately, it's going to be time definitely to upgrade, which we'd love to help you if you're interested and looking forward. I can. Let's see. Okay, I put it in there. I didn't know if I put it there. But yes, if you go to our site and right on the right-hand side, you scroll down, you'll see recommended systems / shop by major. And that shows the major of it. Shows what your schooling may recommend. As far as those products, I would kind of go ahead and say there's going to be 3 levels, and where it says okay, recommended, maybe power user. All of our machines, they will probably fall in that recommended and honestly kind of above that. So everything that we sell, both on Windows and Apple-based products, are going to be well beyond even most of the recommendations. So anything bought from us, you're definitely not going to be in a beginner laptop. It's going to be a very powerful laptop already, very well equipped and ready to handle your college career while you're here. So yes, to answer that, we do carry products specifically to courses. Um, Teachers individually, that's a complete different subject, but most of those rely on text from the schoolings itself to give those suggestions, say what they need and what they don't.
Perfect. If you mentioned how if the screen gets cracked, does it matter if they purchase the so that let's say a device accidentally topples off the desk or something happens or it's not working correctly, it's running slow or there's just doesn't seem to be working well. Can students bring any device or the device to TechConnect to have it checked?
Good question. So as far as purchase from us, that's pretty much covered. With Apple products, you do have to add Apple Care. With Apple, we have to separate. So it's either you can purchase a laptop just by itself with the normal 1 year manufacturer's warranty, or add Apple Care, which covers things like a cracked screen, liquid damage, keyboard damage, things of that nature. Dell, we package that in, so it's already a part of the cost that's in there. As far as it being an external machine and not one purchased from us, yes, we can take a look at it. If it's a machine that we carry and supply and have a vendor for to do the repair on it, then yes, we'd have to get you a quote for what the repair cost would be. Let's say it's a crack screen. All it would take us getting a quote for what it would be, let you know. Then we go ahead, go through with you purchase of said product. In this case, we'll say screen, and then let you know overall what that would be packaged to get it done. And then you'd be good to go after we get it repaired for you. Again, there's going to be certain limitations. If it's a Dell product, yes, we can do a Dell product. Apple product, sure. Kind of HP products, different brands we don't necessarily have campus vendors for, so we could not actually get the parts for it. That being said, don't let that limit you to say, well, I can't work on it, so I can never go by and get a tune-up. Yes, you can always come by. Myself and or our technician can always take a look at what you have and just kind of let you know, hey, here's maybe a direction. For instance, we had a young lady come in yesterday. She had a 2005 MacBook Pro or MacBook Air that she had, and the battery was, for all case in point, it was going bad. Now that's a 10-year-old laptop. And so in conversation with her, she didn't purchase it from us. She also, at that point, Apple Care wouldn't have mattered because it's only 3 years. But our wording to her was, here's kind of the problem. Once we start looking at replacing the battery, service fee for that, cost of the battery, labor slash service fee for what it is, it's a 10-year-old machine. We're starting to push close to the cost of a new machine once other things may start breaking down. Plus, Apple specific, in that case, is Apple, as well as even Dell and Microsoft. There was a time where they don't offer service and or parts for computers. So she was already in the thought process of it may be time for a new one. And again, that was a machine that she didn't purchase from us, even though we sell Apple products. But yes, we can always take a look at what you have. You don't need an appointment, which is a very convenient thing for us. We and anybody who wants to come by, as long as it's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, which those are our business hours, by the way. You can come in, bring your product, and we can take a look at it. Sometimes it may be a quick fix, 5 minutes, and you're out the door. Other times, if it's one that we have to check in, and let's say hey, it's running slow, things are acting really weird. Is there something y'all can do? Sure, we can offer you our tune-up service, and that's an inexpensive $50 service. And our technician pretty much goes through the computer and sees, hey, what's causing it to run slow? Are there things that need to be updated? That's a service fee and a service. Now, he doesn't go through and just delete anything without your knowledge of it, but tries to get it up and running a little smoother. To get it to run brand new, that's kind of a different avenue because it is whatever age it may be. But you can do, that's why we like to call that. It's kind of our tune-up service, like a tune-up for a car. Sometimes they need it and it just helps them function better because you don't really want to buy a new one. You still want to use this one, but you need some work on it. So yes, outside computers, we're able to take a look at and do certain things to a limit. There are potential part replacement and repairs for computers that we could get that for.
I think that's very useful because then nobody kind of needs to leave campus to have their
You
their
don't have to,
device,
yeah.
yeah, their device checked
That's,
and drop it off
yeah,
somewhere and then have to go pick it up.
yep.
It's all
Right
in-house
here.
right
Yep,
here. So
yep.
again, they're located on the first floor, right next to the off-campus student family
Right next to off
engagement office.
campus. Yep,
So
yep.
yeah, so
So just swing
what
by when you swing by.
yeah, when would you say if students are if it's a freshman student that's going to be starting at UAB or someone who needs a new device, what would you say is the best time to buy? Is it now? Is it closer to the beginning of the
Definitely.
academic year?
I would 100% say now, especially in summertime, because as we start to get closer to school starting, our stock and inventory starts to run a little low. So ordering a computer for you might take a little longer than sometimes our orders could be an overnight. Sometimes it could be a 2 week. And you really don't want to start school without having access to your own personal device, in my opinion. Yes, there's libraries that are available. There's lab computers are available, but just having your own is a very ease and peace of mind. So I would definitely not say don't really want to wait until getting closer to school or definitely when school starts. That being said, if that's the only time that you have, sure, okay. But you also can do shopping in our online store, which is again that link, and you can actually even purchase. And let's say you're coming from out of town, out of country, out of state, you're not going to be here until that time. Well, if you make a purchase on in our online store and we have said product say that day, we go ahead and pull it, attach it to your order, and we call you, let you know it's ready for pickup, and you may say, I won't be there until the first day of class. Great. We're going to sit that in our locked up area, and it's going to sit there and just wait for you to come and pick it up. We won't resell your product because, for one, it's going to be tagged to your name, that service tag and that specific computer or product. So once you do that, it's bought. Uh, in the event that it's one that we physically don't have, we have to order. Again, same process. We'll go through the order. When it gets here, we'll let you know it's ready for pickup. If you can't pick it up until closer to when school starts, again, it will be locked and just waiting for you to come and pick it up. But I would say now, all deals and specials are pretty much out. There's not going to be a lot of changes. Like I said, Apple just put theirs out yesterday. Dell has theirs. So we don't really have any more big specials or freebies or anything of that nature that's going to come out before school starts. Really won't even be after school starts. So right now is a good time to go ahead and purchase, and or at least take a look and see what you may want to purchase.
Awesome. And you said they can purchase online and then come pick it up when they come to campus,
Mhm.
right? Okay. So
Yes.
that's
So it's yeah, if you're not on campus or close or like I said, out of state, out of country, coming in from different areas, yes. When you purchase it, we pull it, we call you, let you know it's ready, and you can tell us I'm not gonna be there until whatever time closer to school. And yeah, we will sit it in our locked area and it will just sit there until you come and pick it up. It's not gonna be anything that's open or given to somebody else of that nature.
that's pretty advantageous because then you can
Mhm.
have it delivered right where you're going to be at the beginning of the semester and it'll be ready waiting for you. So
Mhm. Yep.
that is
Now you
excellent.
do
Yeah.
pick up, as far as pickup, you would have to come to the store and pick it up. Yeah. Mhm. We do have a few, there's certain ones in our Dell line that we may be able to do a drop ship to your location. But most are going to be a pickup in store at the moment. I would say if you were inquisitive about can it be delivered to you, give us a call and we could answer that before you purchase to let you know, hey, yes, our warehouses do have stock to be able to do that. Unfortunately, it would have to be picked up at the university, at the store specifically, yes.
Right. What's a good number for families to reach you
Uh,
at or
so
email?
for us here, I will share two. I'm going to share my screen and give you access to well, yeah.
So while we get the contact information pulled up, just remember this is a place where you can reach out and inquire about devices and the needs that you may have at the beginning of the school year or even now. So there's the information.
And so all of that, I'll move to the center of it. Okay, so those are two of our store flyers. The one, I'm not sure how it may show up to you, the one that is saying your campus connection for all your tech needs. That just speaks a little bit about services that we offer, the educational discount, the warranties, the damage, and then again, recommendations for your major. And so that's also going to have our number down at the bottom and our email address and website. And then the other one, in the event that you have Blazer Bucks. So you can shop in store for Blazer Bucks. Now, online has to be credit card. There's not a Blazer Bucks way to purchase online. However, in store, we can sell two Blazer Bucks if you happen to have those. So just another little piece of information that's available that some people don't know that we take Blazer Bucks. I know there's three forms of currency. There's Blazer Bucks, um, Dragon Cash, and Dining Dollars. We specifically are Blazer Bucks. So if it is moved to Dining Dollars or Dragon Cash, we wouldn't see it. And I will just say, we do have some who come in and I've got money. I want to go ahead and use it. We go to ring it up and it says you don't have funds. And that's not saying you don't. It's just, hey, that's probably on Dragon Cash or Dining Dollars. And we unfortunately can't actually even see that. So Blazer Bucks we're able to sell to, but there's a little information about the store and everything. Our email address is not listed on there, but it's very simple. It's the store TechConnect at uab.edu.
Excellent. And while you have that flyer up, I also want to remind families that on the Family Hub, there is a post, a previous post about TechConnect, and there's a QR code that'll take you to this information. So if you've missed it, it's on the Family Hub. And if you're new to UAB, you should be getting it when you join the Family Hub. And if you don't, just reach out to TechConnect. Again, all our emails are easy here at UAB, TechConnect at uab.edu or families at uab.edu, and we will send those inquiries or questions to TechConnect. So anything else you want to
flyers
add?
also, oh no, sorry. The
Go ahead.
flyers, they also have, there's QR codes on those. And so it'll take you again to the store directly to them. So both of those, along with what Carmen was saying, as far as access and ability. So if you're got your phone right now, you can take it out, snap that QR code, it'll take you directly to us.
This is great. So we hope this information has been useful for families, especially as you start navigating, transitioning to campus and all the technology needs that you may have. And if you have any questions, of course, reach out to TechConnect or to families at uab.edu. If you have any additional questions at this time, please put them in the Q&A section or on Facebook. That's why I'm looking sideways, because I'm looking at the page. And if you don't have any right now, feel free to send them later. Are there any last minute recommendations or anything you want to say before we end today?
Also, just to let you know, I spoke about our SKT help desk and how they help with our Wi-Fi setup. Just a little, and again, because we're part of IT, so there's a lot of technology things we may know as far as what to do. I will say this, on campus in the dorms, if you will be a resident within the dorms, now their Wi-Fi and LAN connection, it's a different connection outside of UAB. And so they would have, there's a complete different department that you would have to contact about that. And that is, hold on, let me get that information from Elise. Elise, can you give me the contact page? Yeah. And so that's a company that is called ResNet. And so this, that's their information. I'll try to hold it up enough to see. And so they're the ones who handle dorm information as far as connecting, making sure you're connected to Wi-Fi within the dorms, or Ethernet if you have a desktop and want to connect. They would be the ones who would handle that. So just a little piece of tech information for you to help out. And so don't use this QR code, that's for engineering software, but this number right here and their number and information's right here if you want to take that down. So if you're on campus and living and need to know how to connect, they're the ones who would. You wouldn't contact Ask IT because they don't do dorm Wi-Fi and dorm connections and anything of that nature.
Can you share that? I'll put it in the chat so everybody can have it. The website or the information that you just shared, is there an email or and I can put the email or something on the chat.
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
Okay. So again, if you have any questions, I think this webinar has been wonderful in providing you a good overview of everything that has to do with technology needs, who services what, how things operate, and it's a good transition into being on campus. The summer is running along, and so if you ever have any questions about your technology needs and what you may need as far as a device using Blazer Bucks or using those later, please reach out to TechConnect or to us. And again, if you have questions about how technology or internet will work in the residence halls, there's the number for ResNet for assistance. And also on the website for Housing and Residential Life, you will probably find some information about how technology or how connections will work in the residence halls. So Again, I am not seeing any questions, but I do want to thank people who are here on Zoom and on Facebook for joining us today. Remember, the webinars will remain live and will remain on Facebook for further viewing, for sharing with your student or other family members, and also will be posted on our website, uab.edu/families, within about a week. And before we go, remember, in about half an hour, we have the other webinar by UAB Recreation about fitness and wellness and everything that they offer for students to stay healthy while on campus. So, Anthony, anything else you want to add? Or
I think that's pretty much all. Yes, if you have any questions, always feel free to give us a call or email us. So we actually answer the emails. It could be myself responding, it could be our manager responding, or even maybe our technician. But most of the time, I'll respond to emails. So it's not just a third party handling email responses. So you get a response from, like I said, myself or our store manager. Otherwise, yes, it's a great time to be at UAB. Great time for technology, and I hope we have something that may be of use to you, or maybe I've answered a few questions as far as any purchases or devices that you're considering. So if anything, feel free to reach out. And again, I do appreciate it. Thank you, Carmen, and look forward to meeting some of you.
all right. Well, thank you so much. And thank you, families. Again, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your lunch. Join us during your lunch break if you have an opportunity at our other
Likewise.
webinars that we will be having. So thank you, Anthony, and have a great afternoon, everybody.
Thank you. Y'all too.